What if I told you that right now, as you're watching this, your body is quietly breaking itself down and rebuilding from scratch? Not over years, but every few months. A Nobel Prize-winning scientist discovered this hidden process happening inside every single one of your cells, and understanding it could change everything about how you approach your health.
Almost every 3 months, almost all protein in our body is replaced. So recycling is really essential for life.
Before we dive deeper, let me know in the comments, what country are you watching from? Your support helps us reach more people worldwide with this life-changing information. The scientist who changed everything about cellular health. In 1988, a Japanese researcher named Dr. Yoshinori Ohsumi made a decision that would reshape modern medicine. While other scientists chased popular research topics, Dr. Ohsumi chose a different path. He wanted to understand something everyone else ignored: the vacuole, a tiny compartment inside yeast cells that most scientists dismissed as cellular garbage.
Many people thought just vacuole is just a garbage trash in the cell. But why plant cell has so large vacuole?
Dr. Ohsumi wasn't satisfied with simple answers. He spent years staring through microscopes, watching yeast cells under starvation conditions. What he discovered would earn him the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 2016. And it all started with a simple observation. When cells were starved, something remarkable happened inside them. For 3 decades, Dr. Ohsumi dedicated his life to understanding this process. Born in 1944, just before World War II ended, he grew up in a Japan recovering from devastation. His mother suffered from tuberculosis throughout his childhood. Perhaps those early experiences with illness shaped his curiosity about how the body heals and renews itself. By the time he reached university, molecular biology was exploding with new discoveries, and young Ohsumi was captivated. What Dr. Ohsumi saw that shocked the scientific world. Under his microscope, during those starvation experiments, Dr. Ohsumi noticed strange structures appearing inside the cell's vacuole. These weren't supposed to be there. Within just 30 minutes of nutrient deprivation, small structures began forming. After 3 hours, the vacuole was filled with these mysterious bodies, all moving around like tiny packages.
But after 3 hours under starvation condition, you can see these kind of spherical structure are moving around in the cytosol. And to my surprise, almost all cells has this kind of structure.
What were these structures? Dr. Ohsumi discovered they were actually pieces of the cell itself wrapped up in membranes and delivered to the vacuole for breakdown and recycling. The cell was literally eating itself to survive. He called this process autophagy, from the Greek words auto, meaning self, and phagy, meaning eating. But here's where it gets truly fascinating. This wasn't just happening in starving yeast cells. Dr. Ohsumi and his team discovered that autophagy happens in every living cell, in every organism, from the simplest yeast to complex humans. It's happening in your body right now, this very second. The 3-month miracle happening inside you. Think about this for a moment. You look in the mirror and see the same person you were 3 months ago. Same face, same body, same you. But according to Dr. Ohsumi's research, you're not the same at all. Almost every protein in your body, the building blocks of your muscles, organs, and tissues, has been completely replaced. Your body manufactures about 200 to 300 grams of protein every single day. But here's the puzzle. You only eat about 70 to 80 grams of protein daily. The math doesn't add up unless something else is happening. And that something is autophagy.
We may hold these amino acid, the protein turn to the amino acid. It's simply 70 grams is not sufficient for make this kind of protein.
Your cells are master recyclers. They break down old, damaged, or unnecessary proteins, harvest the amino acids, and use them to build new proteins. Nothing goes to waste. This constant cycle of breakdown and renewal is what keeps you alive and healthy. If this information is opening your eyes to how your body really works, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to VIGORPHIL for more health wisdom that could transform your life. Why your cells eat themselves, and why that's actually good. The word autophagy might sound scary. Self-eating? That doesn't sound healthy. But Dr. Ohsumi's research revealed that autophagy is one of the most important survival mechanisms your body possesses. Imagine your cells as tiny cities. Over time, buildings get old, machinery breaks down, garbage accumulates. If nothing is done, the city becomes dysfunctional and eventually collapses. Autophagy is your cell's cleanup and recycling system. It identifies damaged components, worn-out proteins, even harmful invaders like bacteria or viruses, wraps them up, and breaks them down for parts.
And another important aspect of the autophagy is the elimination of excessive or harmful materials from cytoplasm.
This process serves two critical functions. First, it recycles nutrients, especially during times when food is scarce. Your ancestors survived famines because their cells could break down and reuse their own components for energy and building materials. Second, it removes cellular junk that could cause problems if left to accumulate. Think about what happens when autophagy works properly. Damaged mitochondria, the power plants of your cells, get removed before they can malfunction and cause problems. Misfolded proteins that could clump together and cause disease get cleared away. Invading bacteria get wrapped up and destroyed. Your cells stay clean, efficient, and healthy. The hidden disease connection nobody talked about. For years, Dr. Ohsumi pursued his research purely out of curiosity. He never imagined his work would revolutionize medicine.
My whole work was just a curiosity-driven research. I never thought the autophagy field would be related to the cancer or many kind of diseases.
But as other scientists built on his foundation, they discovered something stunning. When autophagy doesn't work properly, disease follows. Problems with autophagy have been linked to neurological conditions, metabolic disorders, infections, and even the aging process itself. Here's what happens when autophagy slows down or malfunctions. Damaged proteins accumulate in brain cells, potentially contributing to cognitive decline. Dysfunctional mitochondria pile up, reducing your cell's energy production. Your immune system struggles to clear out invading pathogens. Cellular junk builds up like garbage on city streets, and your cells can't function optimally. On the flip side, when autophagy works efficiently, your cells stay cleaner and more resilient. They can respond better to stress, fight off infections more effectively, and maintain their functions longer. This is why understanding and supporting autophagy has become such a hot topic in health and longevity research. Nature's perfect example of cellular recycling. Dr. Ohsumi often used beautiful natural examples to explain autophagy. Think about a tree in autumn. In spring and summer, the leaves are green and vibrant, packed with chlorophyll and actively photosynthesizing. But as autumn arrives, those leaves turn yellow and fall.
And in autumn, you can enjoy these yellow colored leaves. You know these kind of phenomena every year. But here, why these leaves turn yellow? That means all the chloroplast, the green pigment, photosynthetic machinery is degraded.
What's really happening is the tree is activating autophagy in its leaves. All those proteins, all that chlorophyll gets broken down. The amino acids and nutrients are transported back to the trunk and roots, stored for winter, and used to build new leaves in spring. Nothing is wasted. The tree recycles itself to survive and regenerate.
All the protein in the leaves are degraded completely, and all the amino acids go to this grain of the rice.
Your body follows this same elegant strategy. During fasting or sleep, when external nutrients aren't available, your cells activate autophagy to maintain themselves. They break down what's old or damaged, recycle the parts, and keep your cellular machinery running smoothly. How Dr. Ohsumi unlocked autophagy secrets. The breakthrough moment in Dr. Ohsumi's research came from a clever experimental trick. He knew that if autophagy was delivering cellular components to the vacuole for breakdown, those components should disappear quickly in healthy cells. The vacuole would chew them up fast. But what if he could stop that breakdown process? What if he could see the delivery happening without the immediate destruction?
This structure is so quickly disintegrated in wild-type cell within half minutes or so. So nobody found this kind of structure.
Dr. Ohsumi obtained yeast cells with mutations that prevented them from breaking down proteins in the vacuole. Then he starved these cells and looked under the microscope. What he saw was breathtaking. In normal cells, the autophagic structures were destroyed so quickly that they were nearly invisible. But in these mutant cells, the structures accumulated like packages piling up at a loading dock. For the first time, scientists could actually see autophagy happening. Dr. Ohsumi could watch as double membrane sacs formed around portions of the cell, creating what he called autophagosomes, which then fused with the vacuole. This was the visual proof the scientific world needed. Autophagy wasn't just a theory, it was a real, observable process that could be studied in detail. The genes that control your cellular renewal. Once Dr. Ohsumi could see autophagy happening, he faced his next challenge. What genes control this process? What molecular machinery makes autophagy work? Using genetic screening techniques, Dr. Ohsumi and his team identified mutant yeast cells that couldn't perform autophagy. These cells would die quickly under starvation conditions because they couldn't recycle their own components for survival.
But we found ATG1 mutant cannot survive for a long time nitrogen starvation. After 2 days, ATG mutant start to die.
Through painstaking work, the team identified 18 genes essential for autophagy. They called these ATG genes, short for autophagy-related genes. Each gene produced a protein that played a specific role in the autophagy process, like workers on an assembly line. Some ATG proteins formed the initial structure that would become the autophasogome. Others helped the membrane expand and wrap around cellular cargo. Still others facilitated the fusion with the vacuole and the breakdown of contents. Together, these proteins orchestrated the entire autophagy process with remarkable precision. The really exciting discovery came next. These ATG genes aren't just in yeast. They're conserved across all life forms. Plants have them. Animals have them. You have them. The autophagy machinery that Dr. Ohsumi discovered in simple yeast cells is fundamentally the same machinery working inside your cells right now. Which of these autophagy insights resonates with you most? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to VIGORPHIL for more natural health discoveries. 5 ways to support your cellular cleanup system. Based on Dr. Ohsumi's research and subsequent studies, here are practical ways to support healthy autophagy in your body. Number 1, practice intermittent fasting or time-restricted eating. When you give your body breaks from constant food intake, you activate autophagy. Your cells shift from growth mode to cleanup mode. Even a simple 12 to 16-hour overnight fast can trigger beneficial autophagy. This doesn't mean extreme starvation. It means giving your digestive system regular rest periods. Number 2, prioritize quality sleep every night. During deep sleep, your brain activates autophagy to clear out cellular debris and metabolic waste products. This is one reason why poor sleep is linked to cognitive decline. Your brain needs that nightly cleanup session. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of uninterrupted sleep in a dark, cool room. Number 3, engage in regular physical activity. Exercise is a powerful autophagy trigger. When you work your muscles, you create cellular stress that activates cleanup and renewal processes. You don't need extreme workouts. Even moderate activities like brisk walking, swimming, or cycling can stimulate healthy autophagy. The key is consistency. Number 4, eat plenty of plant-based whole foods. Colorful vegetables and fruits contain compounds that support autophagy pathways. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower are particularly beneficial. Berries provide antioxidants that protect cells during the recycling process. Nuts and seeds offer healthy fats that support cellular membrane health. Focus on whole, unprocessed plant foods at every meal. Number 5, manage your stress levels effectively. Chronic stress can impair autophagy and accelerate cellular aging. Find practices that help you relax and recover. This might include meditation, time in nature, deep breathing exercises, or activities you find genuinely enjoyable. Your cells respond to your mental state, and maintaining calm supports healthy cellular function. Why this research took 30 years to become mainstream? Dr. Ohsumi's journey offers an important lesson for anyone pursuing knowledge or innovation. When he started his autophagy research in 1988, almost nobody cared about protein degradation. The field was unglamorous. Most scientists focused on how proteins are made, not how they're destroyed.
At that time, only 20 or 10 papers per year, and not so many people interested in protein degradation.
For years, Dr. Ohsumi worked in relative obscurity. His papers were published in specialized journals. Few people outside his immediate field paid attention. But he persisted because the question fascinated him. He wanted to understand how cells maintained themselves regardless of whether the topic was fashionable. It took nearly 2 decades before autophagy research exploded into mainstream science. Today, thousands of papers on autophagy are published every year. The field has become one of the hottest topics in cell biology, aging research, and medicine.
I want to say it takes 10 or 20 years to become this kind of a hot field in biology. So,
Dr. Ohsumi's story reminds us that groundbreaking discoveries often come from asking simple questions that everyone else overlooks. He didn't set out to cure disease or win prizes. He just wanted to understand what those strange structures in yeast cells were doing. That curiosity led to a revolution in how we understand cellular health and human disease. The future of autophagy research. Even after winning the Nobel Prize, Dr. Ohsumi emphasized that we still have much to learn about autophagy. Scientists are still uncovering exactly what gets degraded during autophagy and why. They're discovering that autophagy isn't just about proteins. RNA molecules also get recycled through this process, affecting how cells manage their genetic information.
lots of RNA because you see the lots of ribosomes is taken up into the vacuole via autophagy. So these RNA should be degraded.
Researchers are exploring how different types of autophagy target specific cellular components. There's mitophagy, which specifically recycles mitochondria. There's lipophagy, which breaks down fat droplets. Each type of selective autophagy plays distinct roles in cellular health. The medical applications are equally exciting. Scientists are investigating how to modulate autophagy to treat various conditions. Could enhancing autophagy help clear toxic proteins in neurodegenerative diseases? Could inhibiting autophagy in certain contexts help fight cancer cells? These questions are driving intensive research worldwide. What's becoming clear is that autophagy isn't just one thing. It's a complex, nuanced system that responds to different signals and serves multiple functions depending on the cell type, the organism's state, and environmental conditions. Understanding these nuances will unlock new therapeutic possibilities. Your body's remarkable renewal system. Let's bring this back to you in your daily life. Right now, as you're watching this video, autophagy is happening in trillions of your cells. Your cellular cleanup crews are identifying damaged components, wrapping them in membranes, breaking them down, and recycling the parts. This process is why you wake up feeling refreshed after a good night's sleep. It's why fasting can make you feel mentally sharp. It's why regular exercise keeps you healthy beyond just cardiovascular benefits. You're supporting your body's natural renewal system. Dr. Ohsumi spent 30 years uncovering these mechanisms, not because he wanted fame or recognition, but because he was genuinely curious about how life works at the cellular level. His persistence and dedication gave us profound insights into one of nature's most elegant solutions to the challenge of maintaining complex living systems.
Life is an equilibrium state between synthesis and degradation of protein.
Your body isn't static. It's not slowly wearing out like a machine. It's dynamically rebuilding itself every single day through this beautiful dance of breakdown and renewal. Understanding this process empowers you to support it through your lifestyle choices. Remember, your health doesn't start at the pharmacy or the doctor's office. It starts with the choices you make every single day. The foods you eat, the habits you build, the rest you give your body, all of these influence how well your cellular cleanup system functions. If you're ready to support your body's natural renewal process, type autophagy in the comments below. Join our community of natural health enthusiasts by subscribing to VIGORPHIL and ring that notification bell so you never miss our latest health discoveries. Thank you for being part of our VIGORPHIL community. Your health journey matters, and understanding how your body truly works is the first step towards taking control of your well-being. Dr. Ohsumi's gift to humanity was showing us that our cells are far more remarkable than we ever imagined, constantly working to keep us healthy and renewed.